What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 27 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 36 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's in! Touchdown, New York.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of the season unfolds.
Seahawks, nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Nineteen tight. Deputy live.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Take man. 19-18. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And they will finally run him down. A big play for Seattle. 35 yards.
That's good.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 6.
Check, 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 check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Milroe. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. 3 down for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, check. Cougar nice, ready.
The RPO, and one is complete, and he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
One of the easiest ways
line.
to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Let's go now.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
The 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Now a give to Walker, running right. And the Seahawks are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running, takes them down to about the 4.
That's another.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal.
Get him, get him. Ready.
Here's the toss as they look to run. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. Start on the ground. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now a toss play, running left. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's a toss, right side. That's a move that deserved more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Third down. They need 5.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 15.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They try to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's able to get away from one man. The reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like the touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Brown now to return it. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
Liking 18.
They'll tack this one forward to St. Brown. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
He's taken down back at his own 8-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Panther 60! Ready.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
15.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Now Milroe facing third and long. Quick hitting slant there. Room to run past the 30. He's still on his feet. How about this? He's to the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
14. Giants 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Giants move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 back.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Let's go now.
Now it's Milroe. That's caught. It's Pitfall. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
This is 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set. 19, start. Ready?
To throw again is Milroe. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get it.
Regular play action now with Milroe. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Ready?
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from 45 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And the Seahawks have tied it at 17. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Brown now to return it. Whoa. And he'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
30-yard line.
Let's go. Count.
Third quarter begins with a run. The ball comes out.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Ready, Rick, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. 19 Lions.
On third down, Milroe. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Cash. Go.
He takes off, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Viking 18.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. On the move, past the 40. And he will score! Jim Beekett. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Next, the score is Seahawks 24, Giants 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will score again. Touchdown, New York. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. The extra point is good. And the Giants will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Brown now to return it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on.
Play action. It's Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeaux taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On play action, Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Third and long.
Come 19. Come 60 Bobcats.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe, and that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked in.
33-yard line.
On the toss, they'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Motion man is Hyatt. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at it.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Throwing is Milroe. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Number 10.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. That's taken in, and he will have the Seahawks first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check. Ready.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Kayvon Thibodeau on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
30-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 19. Check man. Check man.
Milroe going to look to run it himself. And he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
On the double.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second.
At the 29-yard line.
Stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready?
Now on 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
A massive play here. Late tie game, 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on 3rd down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance. But after that incomplete, now brings up 4th down. I think you have no choice but to settle for 3 here and see if it's enough to leave here with a win. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New York.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. They'll look to throw. Out to his right. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. This is fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll work his way out right. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. One game, one win here in this season opener. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike